Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
All right. Nine o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central time, and then Pacific time, you may be 3 hours behind. So some of you guys are enjoying the nice sunset. In the East Coast, we're ready to go to bed, but we have a class today. So after the class, we're going to do some charting and then call it a night. Then see you guys all tomorrow morning, bright and early. But I'm very excited. Let's see. We're going to get started in a 7-minute. Thank you for joining a bit earlier. Appreciate it. I'm going to share my screen in just a few minutes, and now we're going to get started. Thank you, everyone. Please kindly place your line on mute if you're not talking. If you have any question, please raise your hand, and then I will let you know to unmute so that you can ask any specific questions you have about anything that we're going to cover at our meeting today. But if you're not talking, please mute your line. There's going to be maybe 100 people on the line in a few minutes. So we just wanted to respect of other people's time, and it's almost 9 o'clock and some people may be ready to go to bed. So just follow the rules. And we're going to get started in less than 6 minutes.
Yeah.
The future is fluctuating a little bit. Okay. Tommy, you're on my future chart right now. Is someone trying to draw a trend line on my NASDAQ chart or something? All right, 2 more minutes. We're gonna get started. We're gonna be starting on time. Others can join. I think most of the people might be watching recording because, of course, it's late, for a lot of people, and some other people might be finishing work. So 1 minute, and we'll start.
Recording in progress.
You sound like a CEO of my company. Oh my God. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to get started now. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's actually 9 on my computer. Thank you so much for joining. First of all, I'm really excited for our journey together. Of course, it's not new to you. This is not the first time you pay for any kind of service. I'm sure you have followed other people, you have different experience. So one thing I'm really open to before we go any further, if you have anything in your mind, right? Listen, we wanted to develop relationship as a close to each other. So if you have anything in your mind that you think it's not right, that there's something that it's bothering you and you're not happy about it, or something is annoying you or whatever it is, just right away message me so that hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to just send the invite to one more person. Just 1 second, sorry guys.
Okay, my birthday is November 18th.
Guys, please put your phone on mute or meeting on mute, please. Thank you. All right. So as I said, I'm open to feedback. If you have any other feedback for me, as we spend some time together in next few days, few weeks, few months, whatever time you are with me in this journey, I'll appreciate if you have anything particular to share with me. Just, DM me, just say, hey, AG, I want to talk about this. This will help me understand what you think. And, it's anything that I need to go over with you and anything that I need to do different to support many of you here. There's a reason I started this. I've been waiting for this to start on my own for a longest time, but I think this is the time now because for the obvious reason. The first reason is I wanted to help people understand the market emotions. A lot of people just trade emotionally. It's very easy to trade just when the market is in a one direction, just going up on a one side, and then it's easy to trade. Anybody can make money. When market get volatile, when market gets crazy, that's where the true test comes in for the folks, where it's get difficult for people to make decision and not having a proper judgment in terms of what do I do now? Like, do I go on a call? Do I swing it? Do I not do this? And so I'm trying to help people in many different ways in finding the emotions on the market, knowing what the kind of trend we have. And of course, I'm building the community because my other purpose of building this community is to help as many people as we can, because at some point in life, we all going to get financially powerful. We wanted to help share the wealth with others, and we want to help other people that it's in our capacity to help many different ways. Food, any kind of help, money, food, lunch, dinner. I always put those information on Twitter. But today intro meeting, I want to talk a little bit about what our time together look like, what we're going to do together. Want to clear some expectations, want to set some rules for all of you so that you know what to look for, right? I'm going to be writing these rules in our private channel and put it on the pink on a pin message so that you can take a look at it whenever you want to. But the graph that you're looking on my screen, only 82 people vote for it. So I waited actually the last day of today to pull these results to see what we have. This is what our family looked like. Of course, we have about 70 people didn't respond yet, but this will give me an idea what kind of people we have together. We have 25%, 25 votes says 30% of the people in our group are account 10,000 plus. We have 17 votes while we have folks that our accounts are actually 1,000 or above. And we have 14% of the account is 2,000, 13 is 3,000, 13.41 is 50,000 plus, and then we have about 8%, 5,000 plus. The reason I said this graph so that I know which specific I want to focus during the day when we are doing the alert, when we do stock buy and sell commons, I know who's going to be buying it, who's not going to be buying it. So there's a reason I did the survey to see what kind of account size we have and what I need to focus. Normally in this kind of paid services, people, trader focus on themselves making money and give the alert, and then either you take it or you leave it. In my paid service, it's going to be a little bit different. I will be focused on you more and versus not on me. My focus is to make sure that whatever trade I put it out there, it's actually in the budget. It's actually going to help people to make money, and they can stay in the position and they can take the loss and not completely bleed out their account. So in my paid service, I'm going to be more focused towards you and not just focus on me only, because I can trade all day long, but if I just going to be focused on myself, then some of the people can take Tesla, Microsoft, and they are 1,000, 2,000 account. Thank you, Ash. It's a little bit difficult for them to trade. And on the frustration, one day, they will put a $1,000 into one kind of trade and they lost all the money. And they said, AJ, I can't pay next month. I'm sorry, I'm going to be leaving. I can't trade. Remember one thing in your mind. As long as you have the money, market's going to be there. Tomorrow, in 2022, 2025, 2050, till you alive, me alive, everybody else alive in the world, the market's not going anywhere. Market have always stayed there. People come and go. And people come and go for the obvious reason, because everybody come to this business thinking, I need the money. I'm going to be making so much money. I'm going to be creating monthly income. I'm going to be doing this. But if it's that easy, then guess what? We're all going to be in different situation now. It is not that easy. So if you're here today, and I'm not saying that, oh my God, we are in the wrong business. No, we're in the right business. What is not easy is to make money, have emotional control of the mind, have the right account size, profit and loss, looking at a chart, looking at the market, looking at so different company. And you all right now on this group right now, we have either full-time job or there's some kind of fixed income coming in. And some of you may be doing this full-time and just doing trading. Those who already have extra income coming in, you need to understand that you don't need the money. You're here to build the consistency. If you're working 9-to-5 job and you're planning to leave that job, and then you want to start trading in future, there are certain conditions you need to meet in order to start trading full-time. The first condition is you need to have at least 200,000 in your bank account, liquid cash, no mortgage. If you have 200,000 in your cash, bank account, no mortgage, no car payment, and you have at least 100,000 to trade with, of course, you don't have to use 100,000 to trade with. You can do $20,000 trade and you can create decent income every month. Most of the account I trade less than $20,000. When I do more than 100 contract, then I use my long account. But normally my everyday trade, based on $20,000 account only. I don't do more than 20,000 in options. If I can do better in 20,000, I'm sure you can do the same thing in $20,000 account. So you don't need to have a crazy amount of money to trade. So 200,000, 100,000 a year to trade. When these conditions met, you can think about doing full time. Until then, we need to create our wealth. We need to build our wealth here. And we're going to do this slowly. We're going to do this consistently with profit that we're going to achieve. As I said, you are not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. The market is not going anywhere. We all going to stay here. So why rush to make money? Another thing I want to tell you is you can't just, look somebody's Ferrari and then blame your Ford Fiesta, right? Because in this business, one thing you want to avoid is, oh, that person made 500%. Let me follow him. Or that person made 200%. Let me follow this. Oh, I missed BBIG. Oh, I want to do ATOS. Oh, I want to do Tesla. Well, whether some stock move 50% or 200%, if you're not in it, there is no point of talking about it. You have no idea that how much your mental stage get involved during the market hours that you don't even know this. You're not thinking, but you're looking, your mind constantly capturing information. And one day your mind says, oh, see, you follow AG, you made only 20%. You followed Sam, you make 1,000%. Just give an example. I'm just laughing. But that's not easy. One day he make 50%, I make 500%. The best thing is to stick to whoever you follow. Not saying I'm the best, just come to me. Whatever you do, whether a stock, whether a person, whether a strategy, follow one thing. No, I'm not talking about you, BBIG. So follow the rules, follow the something you have in your mind, right? Don't worry about everything that goes into the war right now. Oh, Tesla is 750. Is Tesla going to hit 750? If Tesla is a good time to buy, call or put, no, relax. Market is not going. If you are not going, why are you so rushed about everything? Oh, I missed this. Oh, I missed that. Well, you're going to be missing a lot of things. Guess what? Ever since you were born, you were missing something. You missed maybe a good family life. You missed your family was not rich, that you missed the life when you were born. You struggled your whole life. You compromise. We do all of these things, but you're still not happy about what you have. First of all, you need to be satisfied person just in general to be trader. It requires a very calm mindset and to be a trader, not just thinking about everything. Oh my God, you know what? I need to go into this one, or I will miss this. You're making $100,000 in salary without doing anything, without just working. You're working 8 hours a day. You're going to get the paycheck next week. You don't need to worry about the next thing, or you want to get the next jackpot. If you trade 3 days a week, but that 3 days is all green, you have no idea with compounding interest you will add in your account how much money you can make. But the problem is, once you make 200, your brain goes to 300, then 400, then 500, then 600, then 700, then 800, and then you're like, oh, it's not enough. 90% people make the profit between 9:30 and 10:30, and those almost 99% of people of those 90% lose all the profit by 3:30. And as you're driving home, as you are sitting along with your wife, or just watching TV, you think, why did I do that? And then you say, you know what, starting tomorrow, I'm not going to do this. And guess what? Starting tomorrow, you're going to do exactly the same thing, and you're going to do the same thing over and over again. So once you promise that you're not going to do, just don't do it. Of course, it's not that easy to achieve. It requires patience, the calmness. If you already have 500 a day and you achieve your target, no matter how many alerts I put, you shut down the app, you get out of your Thinkorswim, you focus on your work, and you forget about it because you made your money. You got what you need today. Tomorrow is a new day. Then you say, I already made 500. Let me do this lotto. It's only 200. And then you buy that lotto, and the lotto goes down 50%. Damn it. Let me average, because I already made 500. Let me average $100. So from that 200 you already initially put, you put $100 more into Lotto. That $100 goes to 50%. Then you say, you know what? I still have 200 in profit. I'm in profit. Let me do one more 100. You put 100 again. That 200 is 100, 300, and then 400. Now your Lotto is almost 80% gone. And then you have 100 left. You're like, you know what? You still have 3 hours left in the market. It's going to happen. It's going to come. You put 200 or even more from your pocket. 4 o'clock happened. The stock is not even where you wanted to be. And then you lose your 500 profit plus 200 extra, plus your frustration, anger, whatever you want to call it. And then you're like, why did I do that? Then you say, tomorrow, I'm not going to do this, but you're going to do the same thing. So that mental state, if you want to achieve that, you need to just be satisfied with what you have, what you made today, and forget everything all about, like Twitter, Discord, whatever people is talking about. Because the more you get yourself involved with it, the more you get emotionally or somehow you get connected with it, and you were like, oh, that person is making 200% and I'm only making 50%. What am I doing wrong? Well, it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. It's not worth of your time and energy, because you may not know this, that trader has no stress. And the stress that we go through is intangible. We don't see it. How many times it happened to you when you have come home after a major loss, and then your son, your wife comes to you and say hello to you, and you don't even in the mood to say anything to anyone. You straight go to your room, take shower, change, and then come down dinner, and then you're almost like not talking to anyone. Yeah, you are just neglecting everybody, neglecting the world. You feel like the world is not made for you. You feel like the world is against me, and the God is not with me. And people go to church, temple, and they blame people, say you because of you, because of my luck, because of whatever life I'm living, I'm not able to make profit. And you blame everybody in the world but yourself. You don't understand that God, the luck, all these stuff is just, this thing has nothing to do with your profit or loss, to be very honest. The God has not selected you to be in loss. The God has not written your luck to saying AG always going to lose money, or Vash always going to lose the money. He will never make money. Everything that we do in this one, it's in our hand. We see that money go from 500 to 400 to 300 to 200 to 100, and we keep adding more, thinking, oh, crash coming. Oh, see, at 1 minute, the QQQ going to drop from 379 to 370, and I'm going to make 9,000%. Oh, best return. Let's go. It doesn't happen that way. It does not happen that way. When market falls, you will not know. It will just going to fall automatically. So why wait for something that has happened yet, versus live in the moment, live in the zone that is whatever in front of you, capture that opportunity, versus thinking, if I do 10 cents contract and buy 50 contract, that's $50, that's $500 contract. And if this open at 307, I'll make $50,000. Hey, 50,000. How many times you have thought about it and you never made that $50,000, right? So let it go. It's not going to happen. None of the paid Discord service people will tell you all this because they care about money. I don't just care about the money. Money is important to everybody, but what I care about is the people psychology. And that's what I wanted to change with all of you here today. And one thing you want to promise me, and again, as I said, if I think your behavior is dangerous with us, about some people in the other general Discord saying this stock moved 200%, oh, 250%. You should have zero impact on all these. And that's why I don't like those people who advertise the returns and all that, because you know what? They just advertise these things and mess up with your mind because they made money and you are losing money. And now you're frustrated. You're like, am I following the wrong person? No, it's not. Just the day or time was not right. So we're going to manage our psychology with what we have here in this group. If you are $1,000 account, it's a very small account, to be very honest, I would say. You need to be taking trades. Let's say if you do 20% of your account, that's $200. So for 200, you can only trade Apple, SPY, QQQ long time, nothing short term. And you should not $1,000 account, please don't even touch any Lotto that you see. It is not meant for you. Please don't even do it because you're going to lose money. If there's a promising Lotto, I'll see that I'm very much sure into this, then I'll tell you to risk maybe $50, $30, but not more than that. My first priority is to how we can make those $1,000 account to $1,500 to $2,000, so we can add some extra cushion for you guys to trade. But you guys have a limited amount of money to trade, so we have to be very careful. When market does settle, we're going to be looking and focusing on a swing trade that is going to be benefiting all of us. For example, IWM was up last week. If it would have swung the IWM on a high, we would have lost money for 2 days because then it's went down. So it's unpredictable market right now, and that's the reason I'm not doing the swing. But sooner than later, we will go back to the swing, the leap calls, different strategy when the market does settle, or maybe after the correction come. Don't wait for the correction. You will know when there's a correction. So $1,000 account, your first priority is to take a trade that has at least 3 or 4 days left, because if you take a trade for a day left or 2 days left, then you are at the risk of losing that $1,000. I know what you paid to me. I know how much you need to recover. I'm already aware of that, and we'll make that happen before the end of the session, end of the month, that you have at least some profit in your account, but just not every day. So don't worry about trading every day. If you have a $1,000 account, try to have your account balance at least $1,500 so that you have extra cushion, because when you have $1,000 account, if you have one trade goes wrong, you're losing 20% of the account value, and then 20% difficult to trade. So try to bring your balance at a certain amount. The account between 2,000 and 3,000, remember this, the morning time, and let me show you something, and let me now talk about the chart. So morning time, every stock, everyone is so much volatile, especially if you look at 5 minute. In the morning time, Snow, Square, AMD, NVIDIA, they always do opposite on the direction. If you see here, Square did the same thing what it did today. The first green candle, people are like, yes, Square is in the call. And guess what? Boom, back down. Same thing today. How do you know that it's going to continue, that the trend going to continue? Of course, I'm not going to give any knowledge on technical right now. We are here to talk about rules, but I'll give you one dirty secret. When you see a candle pattern form like this, the ladder pattern, where the one candle open for the first candle open, the second candle open a little bit above the first candle, then you saw that it's forming the ladder pattern. That means it's going to go up and it's going to hold. But something like this, there's a reason why I didn't sell the Square this morning, because I see, okay, it's 276. People are like, oh my God, this is going to be 280. But guess what? Very next candle and boom, back down. So always remember in the morning, that any kind of stock you play, especially these big company, Square, Tesla, Neo, AMD, NVIDIA, these companies have a tendency to do opposite on what the direction is, because morning time is a time. But when the stock comes down and when the NASDAQ supports, sometimes they do go up too. So we need to see how the direct correlation of these stocks with the NASDAQ move. Salim, there is no ideal balance to do every trade. The ideal balance is about 5,000 to do every trade, but depends on how many trades you enter. I always recommend people to not risk more than 20% or 25% of the account. So if you are $5,000 account, then 25% is $1,250 you can trade. Now, remember this, guys. And I want to talk about the reason I'm having this meeting, because we want to talk about rules and regulation. I'm going to put this recording into the pin message so you can go back and remember the rules. When you're playing put with me, especially when the market momentum is up, right? Let's say we play the put yesterday on a Square, QQQ, and SPY. Always remember this. If you're planning to enter 3 position, if you're planning to enter 3 contract, especially when the trend is up and we try to go against it because we know something's happening, always buy 1 or 2. And then as you see the trend goes in your direction, add more. What problem is the people always do like 5 or 7, and there's no room for them to average or do anything, and they ended up closing their trade because they lose. Always do a smart trading. When the trend is positive and we going with the trend, go with 3-4 position, and then as the position work in your favor, then you can add more or you can buy the different strike price contract. For example, when you saw the Apple was up yesterday, 149, then 150 is the first call. When you see 150 is already achieved, then 155, 152, different call can be open when that stock is moving in your direction. Remember, always take the profit, but the faster you take the profit, the faster you don't take the loss. It's a human psychology, of course. When you see the green, everybody runs towards it, and then when you're in the loss, you tend to want to wait to see if it's working in your favor. Well, sometimes it works in your favor, but if you have a position that has enough time, right? For example, if the QQQ put we bought for same day expiration, it's already 2:30, and the QQQ put is 2 cents. There's no point of averaging that contract, because no matter how much you buy, the stock not going to fall to that value to give you that kind of profit. So in that situation, what we do, we let it go and focus on the next trend. The QQQ is the most powerful way to make money every single day, 500, 300% returns every single day, especially Monday, Wednesday, Friday, especially when you're on the right side of the QQQ. When you're on the wrong side of the QQQ, I don't need to tell you what happened. We all know what happened. We have seen it. So always try to find the trend, where the trend is. If I'm going against the trend, must have seen something. Doesn't mean that you need to follow it. I always said, if you think I'm going against the trend, I'm seeing something. So maybe take a one trade. Like for example, people took a one trade today on Tesla, turned out to be a profitable. Snow didn't work out. It was bearish, but then closing, we had a momentum that lifted the stock. I still have it, but I only bought one because I was trying to test the level of 303 to see what happened with Snow after touching that level. So we'll find out tomorrow. So if you are now $10,000 account, and then normally you buy 5 or 10 contracts per position or per alert, then I would tell you, depends on what the time is. If you're going for the same day contract, let's say your account size is $10,000 or above 5,000, and you're going for same day expiration for QQQ, I said, I'm buying 377 put QQQ for 22 cents, then you should go either 3, 4, 5, and then as you see the trend is working in your favor, then you can add more. But if we go with the trend, then you can go higher. Now, how do you know the trend or not in the trend? Of course, you can monitor the momentum in the morning for each QQQ and SPY to see whether it's going to work in your favor, whether it's up or down. You can normally see it through the future. So if you're going with me against it for some reason, then always buy small and then add more as it works in your favor. Not just go 20 contract in that position thinking it's going to be profitable for you, that because you're risking more money and then ended up having more losses, 10, 20, 50, 40, 100, $500 in one Lotto option. So we never want to do that. Another thing is profit taking. Normally what people do when the position work in your favor, they exit everything and they're like, okay, I already made good money, I'm good. If you opening more than 2 contracts or 3 contracts in any position, learn to have a habit to leave the runners. Runners means you buy something, you're already in profit, you let the runner go. You close the runner when the runner actually at the break even. If it's go below break even, don't do that. Close it before the break even, so you're not losing any money. I don't like to do average down. Yes, you're right, Drew, but the thing is, sometime we have to do it. Depends on the time left we have in the month or weeks, right? For example, we saw QQQ put we had today for this Friday, 370. I still have some, but most of them I rolled over for next Friday to give myself a time. Now, if we would have put extra money into this, then it would have been, more problematic for us because that value never hit. That now you're more stressful because you have more contracts in it. So sometimes rollover could be a good option. So rollover means you select that option, and at the whatever broker you have, you will get the option to roll over this contract or whatever date you want to roll over. Whatever the premium is, they take their premium minus whatever the amount you have left, and then you just pay the difference. And it sometimes be good for you because if that position run, like we did a rollover in QQQ 370, we didn't have a crazy profit, but enough to get out in the position, made 20%. So we are at the almost break even for the QQQ. But if you have 5 days left, 6 days left, you're not going to fight the trend till end of the day. Don't ever let the option go zero. No, not anybody from this list. Don't do it, no matter how much of the account is. Sometimes I does it, it's the wrong thing. And I've tried it not to do it again. So never let the option expire zero or worthless, right? Because even though it's you did something and now only $20, take that $20 because every penny adds up. Don't have that attitude, you know, it's not working in my favor, I'm gonna hate it, whatever you gotta do, you know, market is against me. Don't worry about it. There's, as I said, there's no such thing called luck, because there are 3 billion people every day who trades in the market. You know, volume is amazing. So if a market is looking for individual luck, then I don't need to tell you how the market gonna be. So there is no such thing called luck. It's this, only thing is, where are you in this game? Are you with the market or are you always against the market? Another thing is, as the human being, it's our psychology that whenever we see the things goes up, we always think when the things will come down, right? You know, sometime if you have a friend or if you have someone that is, you know, highly up in the company, they always brag about it. And like, yeah, whatever, you are up there, up that high in the company, you brag about all the time. One day you'll come down to it. Why do you want something to come down? So same thing with the market philosophy. If the market is going up, everybody's like, when do this come out? When do this gonna come down? When do this gonna crash? Well, why do worried about crash? When the crash will happen, we'll just open proper hedges. We want to make sure we do make sure that we, you know, go in the put a profit into some of the low positions, so it's going to work out in our favor when the market crash. But never fight for a trend, never ask for the trend to be given. The market will humble and market will give you the trend you need, but don't force yourself to get something that is already moving. Right now there is crazy amount of liquidity in the market. A lot of analysts, a lot of investors are surprised about. When I was watching a show on CNBC last night, and then there was numerous investors saying, this is crazy. Like I've been wrong so many times that I don't even know where this market is going. So if they don't have idea, you and I have no idea where this market is going. So we're going to ride the trend. But when we feel like it, something is happening, end of the month, new month, job report data, then we can risk a little bit of position from the profit, of course, to see if you wanted to get that run. If not, we're going to just go with the motion. Sometimes it costs more to get out than it's worth. Yes, sometimes it does. Well, of course, you have a big account, so if you do like 200 contract, then it's and if it's a 2 cents value, then yes, you got to pay commissions. But first, we will never let any option to go that lower, so we're not going to do that. How do you roll over? If you can tease that, would be perfect, or maybe a video of it. Yes, well, we'll show you the video on how to roll this over. Normally, if you go into your option, wherever your option is, if you click on it, the option price, you get the bottom option, roll select and close option. So I'll make a video and share with everybody to see how to do it. But roll select is the option that you can select, and it will help you roll this over to the next expiration. Why do I often trade against the trend? Well, because, you know, I see something and it could be the hedge of different position I have. And most of the time I trade against the market has worked in my favor, like today and the other day, because I read the market emotion. The reason I wanted to play the put this week, because I knew it's the end of the month, and September month is always a, you know, rocky start for the market. And we have a job report tomorrow, and the job report Thursday and Friday, we have a job report. So we'll see what happened with overall market, but sometimes we go against the trend from the profit, not just from your capital. So if you wanted to go against the trend, and if you want to get some surprise gain, you can do something, but always from the profit, not from your capital. Never jeopardize your own capital to put money into go against the trend. So, and as the market settle, we will go and focus on a swing position as well. So the rules, number one, again, there are some rules already written in our group, but the rule number one is, avoid averaging unless, you have enough time left. Little position, normally 50% you're out, and other position you are like 30% and you are out. But sometime we may go between 30 to 35% because sometimes we see the support and resistance on a particular stock that will help us to stay in the position a bit longer. And we have this exciting feature on our channel, right? This channel actually, it will help us to find the best setup, find the best companies, different thing. I will show you different bots here. So if you see on my right side, these are the different bots. I'll send this link right now on our chat. Please save this in your computer. I'm going to send this right now. Yes, our priority is to protect the profit and then avoid the loss. So that's, of course, okay, guys. So save this bots website, because I see some people using this bots in our Discord. Other people are not using it, but I recommend everybody to use this bot on a daily basis, because this will going to help you find what's happening. For example, there's a one bot here. It says TR Chatter VSB. When you type this and enter, you will see what Twitter is talking about today in our market. Like Twitter was talking about SPY, CRSR, BABA, GME, SKLZ, BB, PLTR. So these stocks are the high stock that the Twitter people were looking at it. If you're looking for support and resistance level, which is simple way to find any trade. So what you will do is you go here, you put TRSR levels, then you put QQQ, and you put M. This is monthly, and you get the chart. Oh, I made a mistake. Hold on. There you go. So different command, different company. When you type this, it will give you normal support and resistance. So if you are new to the market and you have no idea, you have to retype, can edit. Thanks. I didn't know that, Andrew. See, I learned something new today. Learning every day. All right. Thank you. So if you type the command, and if you're just trading based on support and resistance, demand and supply, look at this. What the graph says, Apple has a 152 support and resistance. When it's above 152, the next one is 154. Below 152, it hold. It can go back to 150. So you can find any CR level, any level for any company you want. This is monthly, the square level. The square has an upside resistance of 275. We saw it was rejected today at 276. And then second one is at the bottom of 267. So even though, you are not trading, but if you just want to see the support and resistance, this graph alone will help you to see which one of the stock is having where the support. And so if you are not looking at everything on a daily basis, you can, look everything on an hourly basis or whatever you like. And that way it will help you to find the stock that is you wanted to trade, you want to go in because you like the support. For example, today you see that SQ actually bounced from the support and went to 270. It was a perfect trade. Anybody would have taken from 267 to 270 call, because that's how SQ moved. So that's the one. The second one I like most, what I see here, you can set the reminder for yourself. I'll show you. Okay, so I put the alert here that TR Apple 150 above 0.01%. I'm going to put here Apple price 152, and I'm going to put here below. Boom. So now what we'll do, this bot will remind you via DM saying your contract price is now there if you want to do trading. So for example, you know how you're looking at a particular trade that you wanted to go in at a particular price, but you're not sure when to take it, when not to take it. This will help you to go and find and like DM yourself so that it will help you. It will remind you via messages, whatever company you're looking for. So what I've seen people doing late night yesterday, some people were setting the reminder for themselves, JD, Baba, Baidu, Chinese stock, just so that, you know, they can trade when it hits certain price. So use this software as often. Again, I send you the information where you have everything that you need. There's another bot here. It's saying TR all symbol. No data present. Okay, TR top flow. Let's see what it says. As you use this, you get used to it. The top flow today was Qualcomm. The best, the worst one was Zoom, QQQ, IWM, SPRT, Amazon. These are the top flow we had. Snow, Apple HD, SE, Google, GISGM, Saba. So these companies were the top flow. Then there's another one here, says the big flow. We'll go here. There's a no big flow found. Hold on, symbol. I need to put a symbol. No, nothing here. Then let's say flow sum here. There you go. You can also do this. What the flow is saying. How many calls, how many puts, how many out of the money, how many in the money, how many buy, and how many sell. So when you start using this happened actually in the real time. Yes, M or H. Yeah, SR level, M and H, you can write down. For the support and resistance, you need to use what Yuko is just talking about, TR-SR LEVELS. If you go here, this channel was created for you guys only, that you can practice. Some of you are already practicing right here. I see Danny Boy doing it, Manoj is doing it, Jay-Z have done something. You know, you can, this is your site right here. You only the paid member has access to this. So the link is already there. So this yeah, I sent the command view right here. I'm going to resend again. Click on this hyperlink, guys, and save this. There's all the command links here in the link that I send you. And I'm also going to send this here. So you guys have it. So you see people use it already. Now, there are different bots here. So one says TR largest DP. Let's see what it says. So dark pool trade, Microsoft SPY, UNH, VGT, these are the millions that dark pool trade came in today. And then there's the largest, this one, TR TBT. I'm going to put it here. Okay, same thing. What we just saw, IWM top block traders, IWM, QQQ. There were a lot of block trades coming in for QQQ put, AMD, Google. So you can see that, you know, block trade versus big trade. Then there is a, well, this is the option interest. Of course, we know that. Hold on. Let's see the projection. So if you put TR projection now, and then you click here. So this is tell you the projection for, you know, next 15 days, 30 days. Now, if you go in here on this bot website, you also have definitions. Excuse me, a definition on how to use different bots. As we spend more time together and when we do more meetings like this, now we'll spend some time explaining you each and every bot, how it works. But right now, what I want you to do tonight, again, there is no reward if you're not going to work hard. For means, you know, I've seen most of the people when market close, people just disappear, you know, they go back to house. Of course, we all have a family and we don't want to sacrifice that. No way. But, you know, if you really want to learn something, you also need to put a time into this, right? The time means you need to spend time in looking into chart, looking into different time frame to see what happened. The more time you spend, and I'm not saying to spend time with the sacrifice of your family time, but I'm sure there is a time where everybody goes to bed and you are alone or you are about to go to sleep. Let's look at some charts before I sleep and see what I see. So that way, you get some information in the market, you know how to read certain stuff. The CR level that I showed you, that's the best way to learn something, support and resistance. So if you want to looking for a specific trade, you can also take the trade from that, or you can tell me, this is looking really great, and we can all go in together as well. So that way it will help us sustain profit forever together. Marketman, the question you ask about the accuracy, these data is accurate because this data tells us when people buy. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, when people says this bot, the Tradie Flow. So this Tradie Flow bot get activated at 9:30. It has different company comes in. Now, when it says Google strike 2920, expiration this, AI confidence 53. I'll tell you one thing, the call has a much more, have a much better success rate than the put. The put, they're wrong. We tried QCOM, didn't work. So the puts, they're really, really bad in Bullseye bot, not in overall. Bullseye bot, and then other one is the Tradie Flow, Bullseye bot, scalping idea. The scalping idea is also very good. You can see that they gave out Netflix 2:17 p.m. call 566 entry long, and Netflix closed at 569. So there are something you can try, but before you try with the real money, you always wanted to use the paper money till you get the confidence, because you can lose money. So that you have to understand that if you have a big account, you can test this with the real money. If you have a small account, do the paper money till you get comfortable, and you can take some of the trades from here. That's the reason why I made this for you guys, so that you have access to everything. Tomorrow you will access to have Bullseye bot. This is a golden sweep bot that tells you what people are buying. Somebody bought Amazon call 3450, expiration 9/17/2021, 1.5 million, and this is the time. Which spiked the Amazon? You see the Amazon spike. Why? Because of this. There's another put was bought. There's another large put was bought today, 585,000. So these information, it's actually very accurate because it's come directly from the market. So what you have to do is you have to just see it during the day. Only the paid members have access to this. So you're not going to see any other crowd in this particular software. It's just created for you. When I see that everybody is using the one channel and the traffic is getting congested, then I'll divide the group 70 into one group, 70 into different group, so that you will have different bots for different channel. I can have 17 different channel with 17 different bots that you wanted to use, no problem. I have a premium membership with Tradie, so I can do whatever I want to do. So once I see the Tradie Flow query get heated up a little bit, and everybody started using this in the morning, then I'll divide into few groups, and I will have some group access the part 2, and then some group access the part 1. So that will make it easier. So we'll open a new channel if we have that situation about the traffic. But use this during the market to see where the money's flowing, where the support and resistance are. This will help you understand 20% of the market psychology, at least, to see what the people are buying, why they're buying. Again, as I said, the support and resistance, the best one to use. Then there's one more I showed you about the dark pool entry. And there's another one is insider trading. You can also put here TR insider. So you see somebody ask you between July and August time, they've sold these many shares, and the person's name in here too. So you have different information also, whatever you're looking for. Then you can also have scanner signal. Let's see what happened. We go here, symbol, inside day, monthly high, trend line resistance, yearly high, close. So see, different kind of scan analysis you also have available via Tradie bots in here. So this will help you understand what's happening. Let's see what it says about the Apple. Inside day, monthly high, trend resistant, TTM squeeze, yearly high close. This is good. They're also giving the technical analysis to Amazon. Above band, see, they're using above VWAP support, bull count 22, MKD diversion, monthly high, pivot gun. So boom. There are so much information you have available that you have not available in any other Discord. So we don't only trade, but we also help you be an educator to know what to do, which one to pick, which stock to trade. You have all the nights tonight and tomorrow morning to play with this. You have the link, you have the command, try it. If you type something wrong, then the bot will say you typed the wrong command. This is available to you. Utilize this, guys. We paid for this feature. Utilize the best way you can. But if you think there's a traffic going higher, then I'll give you the other option for the different channel for the people. You also have a crypto level 2. BTCM, okay. So this is a Bitcoin, okay. We also can do the find the cryptocurrency and the bots too. So as we spend more time together and we kick off this journey, we're going to do more of these meetings. But today I wanted to have the meeting to show you, talk about some of the rules and regulations. Also, I don't like any political talk in our Discord, and I don't like any funny images or any kind of pictures that violate the rules for the Discord in our group. The respect is the most important thing. We also have a woman in our group, and we need to respect our women, and we need to make sure that whatever content we release in the Discord is actually appropriate and not offensive to any of our women or any of our people. It's really important that we need to understand. Also, as I said, the mindset, something you need to develop. It will not just come automatically or that easily. You need to actually put some work towards it. And how you can do it is, in my mentorship group, I actually help people to meditate and focus. You can basically start with meditation because, that will help you to control the mind. But it's not easy because some people will quit the meditation in next 3 days, 4 days, or find a passion, reading books. Okay, if you don't want to do meditation, then I would say at least read 20, 30 pages of a book, of whatever book that you have. There's one book that I like the most. It's called The Intelligent Investor. I'll send the information to you in the Discord. If you haven't read about the book, I would recommend to buy the book on the Amazon or, your nearest library, whatever you want to do it. Just get the book, read about it. It gives you a lot of different information and give you a lot of knowledge on trading psychology and mindset that you need to have. We here for success. We all need success, and it's not just the money, but we want to get smart. We wanted to know where, how to invest and how to make a system profit. But we also need to control our mindset and some of our mistake. Most of you talk about your mistake on a daily basis, that tomorrow I'm not going to make mistake. I'm not going to do this, but you still do the same thing over and over again. That means at this point, you should quit the trading or just change yourself. If you can't change yourself, then I tell you, this is not a business you wanted to be in, because I know the feeling of being loser and not have the money, because I've gone through that in my life and I lost, that kind of money. Some of you already know about it. I actually worked 9 to 5, but before I go to 9 to 5, I actually drove taxi in the morning. So I drove for Lyft from 7 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning till 8:30 before I start my work. From 8:30 to 5:30, I work. After 5:30, 6 o'clock, I was driving Uber again. And then after 6 o'clock, 6 to 12, 11, sometime I drive Uber, and then 11, I come home, do dinner, and then sleep. Why? I was paying my debt. So because when I was trading it, it was nobody helped me to learn about all these technicals and different psychology. At that time there was no theory I was following. All I had was the sticker, and I was trading based on of that. And I did the same mistake because my friend told me that, you can make a lot of money in options. And here we go. Start with 10,000, made 15,000, actually 10 to 15. And then I got cocky saying, okay, I know everything, and then lost 15, then 20, then 30, then 40 and 50, 60, 70, and then 100. And then at this one point, I didn't trade from 2014 till 2017 because, I had no money. And then at that time, the 3 years, I didn't do any trade, but I actually invested more than 5-6 hours a day to just educate myself, to see how the trainings work, the psychology work behind it. So that's why when I say I read the price action, the reason I can tell what the next move is because of all these years of experience, what I've read the market and read the price, that I know how exactly they move. I'm not a full-time trader. Starting next year, I'm going to be full-time, but right now I actually give my 60% day to trading. We do full-time, I'm available on Discord all the time, but by January, I'm planning to do this full-time, and I can give my business to somebody else who can, manage the business. But right now I'm available to you as much as you need me on a daily basis. And I'll tell you one thing, if as more time we spend together, and then you with me for a year or 2 years, I'm also creating different algorithm system. I can show you a demo right now. I'm actually working on a lot of different systems that actually help me to give a buy signal and sell signal. And these are damn accurate, 85% of the accuracy, but you should know how to use it too. You can't just use blindly. So if there's a signal comes in 4 hour, guess what? The stock will go down. If the buy signal, stock will go up. And if you click here, show the report, it tells you if you just follow the buy and sell signal, you would have made $10,000 just from buying the stock. So this is one or two software that I have. Actually, my team, IT team, is working on building so many other software that, in my goal in next 2 years is I will be able to predict market momentum. Of course, nobody, Warren Buffett, nobody can predict this, but I'm creating something that I can actually predict something at least 50-60% flow, which is enough for me to help people to find the different setup. So a lot of dream I have. I want to make trading easier because I know how much trading is difficult for the people. So I wanted to help the team develop this. I have quite a bit of people in my team, some here, some in India, that actually help me manage these different algorithms that I wanted to create. I have a knowledge, so I give them what I need, and they try to test and work different software for me. So in future, when it's ready and when I have a faith in this system, and most of the system I created, we'll talk about giving access to other people. But right now, I'm only sharing few system right now, but not every one of the system. I have actually 6 different one, and it's work in progress. So yes, it's available to people, but we'll talk about it. I'm not going to give to people who don't have a knowledge of technical, because you need to have a little bit of knowledge, not just follow the blindly. Even though you follow this blindly, they are 85% accurate, but also goes with the stock. Some of the feedback has given to me, the people who actually got this, saying it works 50% on the Zoom, because Zoom is a volatile stock. But some stock, it worked 100%, some stock 85%. So most of the analysis we did, it worked 85%, which is better for us. So different system I'm creating that will help understand and guide us how the market trend going to be and what we need to do. So we'll talk more about it when the time comes in. Yes, we'll do a live training together, but live training, most of the time I do trading from the iPads and computers, but we'll sit one day in a screen, and we'll send the invite to do a live trading with all of you together, so that way we can pick something up together and see what we see and trade together. But one thing I'll tell you, one thing you're definitely going to have is a profit, and second thing you're definitely going to have is some sort of learning. When you leave us or when you start trading on your own in future, you will have some sort of knowledge of the market, that you know what you're doing. You're not just going to be just trading and not know what to do. You will have a knowledge also. But how to become at my level or how to achieve my level, don't worry about that part. What you know is what you know. What I know is what I know, but you need experience. I cannot do anything. There's no button in my system that I can copy paste everything I know and I give it to you. And guess what? You are now AG. It's not going to be that easy. You know me from last February. You know, no matter what time you message me, you have a message back from me, whether it's a 9:30 at the Eastern time or 12 p.m. Eastern time or 5 o'clock in the morning. That means how much I sacrifice on my side to be available to my people. And if you are willing to do that, yes, you can be the next AG. So as I said, it's not that easy to achieve something and also gain something, where I lost so much other side to gain this side of the business and knowledge. I've given my family time, my personal time. Today was my son first day in the school, and I couldn't even drop him to the school because I was busy and market. So some sacrifice I have to do to help people, but again, you can't achieve everything in life. So and my wife been very supportive to me to not get mad at me. And 10 o'clock, I'm still talking to people like, what are you doing? So I just wanted to be there for the people and help. So after all this good 1 hour intro, if you not going to do certain thing, then it's on you, not on me, right? I'll give you the path to the success. I'll educate you. I'll help you. Small account, big account, ridiculous account, doesn't matter. I'll do anything for you to help. But also you need to invest time for yourself after work. And last thing I want to say, the people who have a full-time job and don't have the market availability during the day and only can watch few hours, doctors, engineers, you won't believe we have some doctors too in our group. I'll be focusing on the swing retired. Thanks, Wolf. But we will be focusing on a swing trade, which will help us to stay in the position longer, and for the people who are actually full-time, so it doesn't happen to something happened to one of our follower that she was busy and she couldn't sell the SPY, and the next day she lost the money in the SPY. So we don't want that to happen to our people. So we'll focus on a swing trade. But if you're busy at work and you're going to be in the meeting in next 2 hours and you see the alert and you see you're not going to be there to watch it, don't take it. Because by the time you want the meeting and done with the meeting, you come back, you may have a 50% surprise. You may be in a good profit or maybe completely zero. So why risk something? One, there is a market going to be at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, tomorrow, next day, next week, next year. No rush. Nobody's going anywhere. Market is going to be there. You're going to make money tomorrow, if not today. Don't worry about achieving everything tomorrow. There's always going to be a time. Last thing, this channel I'll activate 200 to 500 day daily challenge. I'll activate this channel. It's already active. Active means I will put the alert into this one that are most safe position, that are actually really, really safe. Perfect. Nothing can go wrong. Then I'll open then I'll open the position into this one. My focus is going to be to focus on $200 to $500 profit on the investment of $500 to $1,000. So this channel will get activated tomorrow. When I see the good setup, I'll put it up there, whether it's a swing position, day trade, or weekly trade, whatever it is. Most of the time, this is going to be a swing. So we can make a habit of making F200 or 300 every other day or every 3 days a week. Still good for us, not every day. But my focus is going to be every day, but we'll try to see we can achieve this success on weekly basis or a couple times a week. Is there anybody Discord? Well, yeah, and this one, on this channel right here, paid member alert, this is only I can post this. So you can set the notification on for this one and for the 200, 500 channel. Every other notification, you can turn it off so that you don't have to worry about it. And Logan, what did you say, Wolfgang? I'm not going anywhere. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. When you say hold above indicator in the candles, when you say hold above, what indicator in the candles? Good question. So when I say hold above, that means, look at this. So normally I'm looking at two different things. So this is a 1 year daily. You see the 1 year daily, the square has a nice resistance at 274 level. So hold means this is the 1 year daily. This means this 1 year daily needs to hold. That means that particular day, the candle needs to close right at the 274. But you also look at the small time frame, and you see in the small time frame, 5 minute, it did not hold that level. It did go up, touch, and then boom, right back down. When I say hold that price movement, that means if the stock is already open at 276 and it's now coming back to 273, and if it's holding that level, that means the new candle will open right here, and then another candle will open right here, and then open, and it's going to be a ladder pattern. When there is no ladder pattern, that means the stock is just faking it up, make that high, and boom, going down. Because you have to understand, the first 5 to 15 minutes, the volume is crazy. It can move the market in any direction. So don't pick a stock with the high beta. Every stock has a BETA, beta, that help you understand how fast the stock will move. If you Google the stock and the beta, it will tell you Apple has 1.12, Amazon has 1.3 beta. So when market move 1%, Amazon can move 1.3%. That's how the correlation of the beta is. So when the stock has a high beta, they will move with the market, and it can fall also very fast with the market. So that's something you need to understand, and you should always have a knowledge of. All right, guys. So it's already getting late for some of the people. Appreciate all of you joining. We're gonna have, as promised, we're gonna have another meeting like this again. We're gonna have some great time together. Tomorrow is a new start of the month, new beginning of our journey together. Technically, officially, be live tomorrow, but we started a little bit early. That's okay. But tomorrow we're going live. I'm going to be sending you the recording. I'm going to be sending you the video that of what I recorded today, so that again, you can watch it on your free time. You have this feature available that you can use whenever you want, and have a great night. Be patient, learn, and you will definitely be successful in this business. Appreciate all of you joining. Have a great night. Have a great time with family. Take care. Sleep well.